What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast. This is episode number 32.
132.
32. Yep. Got another episode for everyone here. If you're new here, welcome. I feel like we gotta say welcome to everyone new here. A lot of new faces, maybe, hopefully. If you found us on another social media platform, let us know down in the comments below. Pretty interesting week. We got the NFL draft that was on Thursday, yesterday. Recording this on Friday, which is kind of weird. Usually we record on Thursdays, but NFL draft yesterday. Some notable trades that I don't think anyone could have predicted, honestly. But let's start off with the NBA. We'll get to the draft. I was gonna ask Noah how he thought about the Bears, but we'll get to that.
I mean, if you want to swap it, we can.
No. Let's go to the NBA.
We can just do a full swap, the bottom to the top.
No one cares about the NFL right now. It's just a draft.
Yeah,
The NBA Warriors lost Game 6 tonight. They just looked awful. Game 7 in Sacramento. They have to win two games on the road. So,
and I don't know when the last time that has happened, but they finished the season 8-31 on the road, or 9-31 on the road.
11. At least 11, I think, yeah.
Or 11-30. That's right. Could be 41 games on the road.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be over. The season.
Everyone thought it was over.
The series is over. But Kings looked really good on defense. They had a new plan out there. It looks like they were hitting their shots finally. They were struggling the last couple games,
and the Warriors were not hitting their shots.
No.
Yeah.
I think they had the edge on the free throw line too. They just weren't hitting the threes. Curry made a run there in the fourth quarter, but he was the only one really scoring in the fourth. Jordan Poole forgot how to play basketball again. There was a play he just looked like a baby deer. Like he couldn't stay on his feet.
Yeah,
dribbled the ball out of bounds.
Clay's plus and minus was minus 26 after his last game was like plus 21. So,
I mean, it's potentially the Kings play at a crazy pace, like super fast pace. It could be catching up to the Warriors, but you can never count the Warriors out. Obviously, they're the reigning NBA champions. So it's going to be the next game Sunday. So it's going to be a fun one. It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
We had Jimmy Butler dropping 56 points to carry the Heat past the Bucks to get them to go up 3-1 over the Bucks, and then he dropped another 40-point game against them in Game 5 to win the series. Surprisingly, so that was something nobody had, was the Heat beating the Bucks first round 4-1, gentleman sweep, almost a full sweep.
Yeah, a lot of people predicted that Jimmy Butler was going to cool off on the next game, but that did not happen.
He's a beast. Different guy.
I mean, it's cool to see the Heat. Everyone kept talking about last year they were the number 1 seed, and now they were the number 8th seed this year. But hey, they just knocked off the number 1 team, and I mean, shout out to Giannis. I'm sure everyone has seen it now of what he said in the post-game conference. Post-press conference, sorry. And Nike already turned it into a ad. So shout out to Nike, Giannis. He was a good sport about it, and everyone's praising him for it.
I will say he's probably one of the least hated superstars in the league.
Yeah.
Normally you see like Curry gets hate, but he's also I don't think he gets as much hate as others. Jokic gets a lot of hate, Embiid gets a lot of hate. Mm-hmm. Of course, LeBron gets hate. But he's like, I don't know, split half and half, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, Giannis, I think, probably one of the more favorite stars. But then we had the Knicks pretty much handling the Cavs. They lost the first game to the Cavs, I believe.
Yeah.
And then they just went 4 straight. Kind of easily too. There wasn't really a problem there with the
Yeah.
Knicks.
Brunson showing that Dallas made a mistake in
Huge mistake.
not keeping him. So
Huge
yeah,
mistake.
Brunson's looking like the guy in New York, and I think that's what they needed. Another scorer for Julius Randle, someone to handle the ball. He's all around. He's a good player now. He really fills in what they need on offense and defense. And anything. What's
Donovan Mitchell
another?
had an awful series.
Yeah, Mitchell.
He
Yeah,
was so
was.
bad. Which I mean, he's always been pretty bad in the playoffs. I think for the Jazz, he might have had one good series, and then
Yeah.
he hasn't really been that good. But there's been a lot of bad performances in the playoffs this year. A lot of struggling shooting, especially from three in the playoffs. But I feel like that happens all the time. Um, and the Sixers sweep the Nets.
Yep.
Um, Boston beat the Hawks. Hawks made a little comeback. They almost won game five,
Mm-hmm.
um, or game six to
Six.
take it
Yeah.
to a game seven. They lost by two, I think,
Yeah.
in the last game.
That was kind of surprising. I think a lot of people had a as a sweep there for the Celtics, but I
And
don't
it
know.
looked
I
like they
didn't.
were heading that way.
After you, it was funny. I was just listening to the last episode that we did, and it was funny how I think, predicted, all these crazy upsets, Celtics blowing out. You watch the first game, and then you're like, oh, this one's over, and like they ended up going to a game six. So it was funny that like everything that either you or I said, it was like the total opposite for all these series that when we
Like you just
predicted
give
like
up on
after game
one,
one.
and then they come back. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is going to be a blowout. It ended up not being
hmm
a blowout. Like,
I think the only one that was pretty close was like the Lakers Grizzlies right now. Like, um,
yeah, well, obviously the Warriors Kings game is probably the best series. Second
yeah,
would probably be Lakers, as in most fun at least. Like
yeah,
there's a lot of drama around that one.
hmm
Um, Even though Celtics Hawks came back, that one I still say was the most boring one. Even 76ers Nets was
Suns
kind of
Clippers, can't forget about that one. Even though,
they had good games, but it was
yeah,
like they lost their two stars. So um I don't think they really expected Clippers to win, but they did put up a good fight.
hmm
So like that the first round, or the second round, so the first game of the second round tomorrow is Suns versus Nuggets. That'll be a good series. That'll really test the Jokic fan base, see how he does
yeah.
in
I
that
mean, the
series.
Suns, the Suns beat them last year, so um,
Devin Booker looked good.
yeah, it's kind of crazy that they were saying that KD always needs like a star with them, like good surrounding offense. That's why he did so well with the Warriors. He had Curry, Clay, literally everyone. But he has Devin Booker, Aiton, Chris Paul, and he's like, it's crazy how Kevin Durant, he just gets an easy 25 per game, just like super easy, shooting over 50% from the field.
They
Just
call it a quiet
just
25.
just smooth, all around smooth.
Yeah, you just look up. It's halftime. He has 18 points. You know,
Yeah,
um, Devin Booker. He's a little more erratic. Doesn't look as smooth sometimes, but every now
puts
and
up
then he'll
big
got
numbers, man.
smooth mid range. Um,
Crazy.
but yeah, like, I mean, Kevin Durant obviously going to help Devin Booker a lot, get some more shots, vice versa, whatever.
Yeah.
Um, Chris Paul looking good, and let's see if he can stay healthy in the playoffs. Um, what else? Anything else? Really, I don't think so.
I think we covered all the series, I think. Um, trying to see some. Do we have any next round matchups that we need to
I mean, we just have the wait. It's going to be 76ers versus the Heat, right?
hmm.
So that'll be fun because the whole Jimmy Butler drama where he was traded there.
How
They decided
convenient.
to keep Tobias Harris and not re-sign him. Um, there might be some drama in that one.
I just want to see the Heat go, just keep the underdog going.
If the Heat
Um,
end up winning, then a West team's gonna win the finals. I just don't see the Heat the Heat could make it to the finals. Like they just have that
Yeah.
tenacity, and they're like they'll find a way to win games if Jimmy Butler can keep scoring 30 to 40 to 50 points a game. But like if you're going to a team like the Kings, who are just overall like they have so many good players on the team, the
Yep.
Warriors overall, like who do the Heat really have? They have Bam, who struggles against big centers.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love, who plays like 10 minutes a game. And then they have Kyle Lowry, who's been struggling, who's old. Tyler
Yeah.
Hero's out for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Duncan Robinson can't play defense.
I don't even see Duncan Robinson on the court anymore.
I mean, he played a couple
They
games.
have a
He had a couple good
Strauss,
games.
whatever that guy is, and
Struess,
Vincent.
yeah, he hits. I mean, he's a 3 point threat, but what? That's like two quality players. I'm gonna count Bam out because he really struggles against like big centers. From what I've seen, like he struggled so much against Vucevic, and Vucevic it's not even a good defensive center. Like
Mm-hmm.
imagine him going against AD, going against even Kevon Looney,
Yep.
uh, or even Jokic. Jokic is just standing in front of him will give him trouble. He's so big.
Yep.
So, who do you have winning? Maybe let's talk about the one set in stone. It's the 76ers versus Heat, and then Suns versus Nuggets.
I'm gonna go Suns. Why not? Suns and seven. Suns and seven. And then I
Suns
got
is the
Heat and why not seven as well? Actually, I'll change the Suns pick. I'll go Suns.
actually
Suns
actually
and
sorry, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's Heat versus New York.
yeah, okay, that's what.
Heat versus the Knicks.
When you said it, I was like, wait, I think I heard something else, but my bad. So Heat. Ooh, e. Let's go with the New York Knicks here versus the Heat because New York always gets a bad rap. They're always trash. So let's see New York go in 6 games and then the
Philly versus Boston.
Philly versus Boston. Sheesh. Boston struggled against Atlanta, so maybe the Sixers get them surprised. I'll still go Celtics and 5. Why not?
And
Then
then
Suns
Denver
and
versus
6.
Suns.
Yeah, Suns and
Suns and
6.
6. Okay, I think I'll go Denver. Um, nobody's picking Denver. I feel like everyone, like a lot of people, even had Denver losing first round.
Yeah,
So, I wanna give him the benefit of the doubt here. I'm a big
nice.
Michael Porter Jr. fan, so I'll say Denver in 5.
Wow.
Philly versus Boston. I'm gonna say Embiid needs a chance to make the finals again. He's carrying the team.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a game. That's a 7 game series. I'll go Philly over Boston 7. Um, and then Miami versus New York. I think Miami. I mean, Tom Thibodeau's my guy. He's a defensive coach. They're gonna find a way to stop Jimmy. I think. I
Yeah.
mean, and Thibodeau's he's coached Jimmy for who knows for however many years with the Bulls. So, um, and on the Timberwolves. So I'll go New York in 4
Wow.
sweep.
Bold
And let's
prediction.
let's just say Lakers win because I feel like they will.
Yeah.
No jinx. It's
Knock
not
on wood.
jinx. Yeah, I think this is what. So it's the Lakers and so Lakers against either one, Sacramento or
Warriors. I don't think the
Warriors.
Lakers can advance after this round.
It's tough because both of those teams like they don't have a good defensive point guard on the
Yeah.
Lakers.
I don't know who would guard LeBron on the Kings.
It'd probably be Harrison Barnes, but
Yeah. Yikes.
Harrison Barnes will get bullied in the post, I think.
Yes.
And if they do pick and rolls, LeBron's gonna just run over their small guards as
Yeah,
long
that's
as
what
he
I'm thinking.
he drives to the basket.
Oh,
And
Keegan
Sabonis
Murray.
is too small. Like Sabonis is just too small. He can't even handle like a Draymond or Kevon
Come
Looney.
on. Yeah.
How's he gonna handle Davis? But then the
I don't
Lakers
know.
kind of got exposed this series for not having a backup center.
True.
They
Hey,
don't play
they have
Mo.
Tristan Thompson.
They don't play Bomba.
Give this guy a shot.
They don't play Tristan. But Tristan's playing, you know what I'm saying? And then they don't play Wyndon Gabriel. Um, but yeah, I think Sacramento goes Western Conference Finals. All right,
Oh yeah.
let's
Podol
go.
next? A little Podol
A
next?
little Podol game. So last
Uh,
time we got Podol in 5, I think.
yep.
It's a crowd favorite. Gets a lot of views on the TikTok.
Yep.
Decent amount of views on the
The
YouTube.
Terrence Ross video will be an all-time favorite.
Yeah, I didn't even put who was the right player on there. I just put the Terrence Ross part.
I know. I saw that.
That's all that
Uh,
matters.
yeah. He had good highlights, man. He looks good.
Hey man, he only played in I think 2 Suns games this season, and he
Jeez.
one of them he scored 20 points. So he still got that.
Looking like the guy.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I think we still have to go with the trend. I don't remember who it was last week though.
Did I go Devin Booker last year? Or
Last
was
week?
it the week before? No,
No,
because
because
of
it
the
was a
trades.
Magic player,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Like who was it?
Um,
I don't know. Doesn't
I
matter.
don't know.
But I think we stick with the trend of playoff games because that seems like where it leans to the most.
Let's do
Oh, it was the
Jimmy
Wizards player.
Butler last
Like
week.
it was DeLon Wright. It was
Oh yeah,
DeLon Wright
hold
because you
on.
cheated.
I didn't cheat.
All right, well,
I never cheat.
hey, I just call it as I see it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I was thinking Gabe Vincent.
Gabe Vincent, maybe Andrew Wiggins. He's a good mid-range guy, like height
Wiggins.
wise.
Yeah.
Um, Jordan Poole's always a fun one. Yeah, we can go Gabe Vincent. I think he's kind of small though. Let's go
Okay.
Max Strus.
Struess. How do you spell
Yeah,
his last name?
it's just Strus.
There
Yeah,
it is. Nope.
6'5".
Western
Wow.
Conference. Andrew Wiggins, guard
No,
forward.
he's not 6'5", bro. He's not 6'5".
Andrew Wiggins? How tall is he?
He's like 6'7", six
Is he?
eight. Yeah. How do you not know your guy's own
He
height? This is like a
doesn't.
Jordan Poole height, 6'5".
He doesn't look that tall.
Well, it's on
Hey, it could
TV.
be
He
a
looks
Jordan
smaller
Poole
on
right
TV.
here. I think he's under
That's
27.
what
He
I just
wears number
said.
3. Okay, fine. I'll go Jordan Poole.
I was just saying you just copied what I like. It's not Jordan Poole. It's not Jordan Poole. I think Jordan Poole's like 6'4". I think. I can't remember because we've had him like twice already. I'm trying to remember. Hoyer's 6'8". Like, there's no way Kevin Hoyer's 6'8" and Andrew Wiggins is not 6'8".
Under 27, under 31,
It
guard
has to be a guard. It
forward
has to be like a shooting guard. It's not a guard forward. It has to be a guard, I think.
in the West.
And we could shoot Jordan if you want. He's younger than 27, and that'll give us a range like what 23 to 27 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 6'4".
Guard in the West, not the Pacific. Let's see.
Maybe what's the guy that shot 3 for 21 on the Timberwolves?
You're 21.
He's young.
Okogie?
But he's younger than 23. I'm talking about no, what's his name? The star of the Timberwolves, the playing
Anthony
game.
Edwards?
Yeah, Edwards, but he's younger than 23.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see.
So I mean, it's not Sac, Lakers, Clippers, or Warriors. Um,
So we got Portland. Ooh, Portland could be. Let's see.
Shaden Sharp. No, he's younger than
He's
23.
young.
It's not Portland. They don't have any guard like that. I don't think.
What was that guard that we got stuck on that one time that they had?
I don't know. You're just gonna get me stuck on him again. I think it's a. Oh no, the Raptors are in the East.
So we got Denver, Minnesota,
Well, Devin Booker.
OKC, Utah,
Oh, Devin Booker's
Portland,
number one.
and he's also in the Pacific.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Grizzlies, Pelicans, Dallas, Houston,
Desmond
and
Bain, maybe,
Spurs. Ooh, it's a good
but I think
team.
he's younger than 23, like 22 maybe.
And is he that young?
I don't know. They have a young team. Dylan Brooks. Yeah, Dylan Brooks is older than 23 for sure. He's
Yeah.
like 25 or 20. He might even be 26.
Is he a guard though? I thought he's a forward.
No, he's probably a guard forward.
Hmm.
What do you feel about just throwing like Dylan Brooks or um I kind of like a Grizzlies player. I like Desmond Bain or
I
Dylan
like
Brooks.
I like Bane.
I just think he might be too young,
Oh yeah, huh?
I mean, you could just shoot it. Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Not like we have anything.
Wow.
24. Contenders,
Lower than
Contenders.
22.
Not in that division.
So we're still let's see, Southwest is out. So it is Denver, Minnesota, OKC, Utah, and Portland. 24 years old. Maybe Utah? They're kind of young now, right?
Who would it be though?
But is
I don't know
is it
anybody on Utah.
Giddy's not
He's like
he's
21.
okay, yeah, he's still
What
young.
about Shea Gilgeous?
He's tall though. He's like 6'10.
And he's not 6'10. He's like 6'5" or 6'6".
6'7.
What number is he though?
Denver.
Number's probably too low.
Yeah, does he have a low number?
Like one or something.
Denver,
It's two.
Michael Porter Jr.,
He's 6'10".
Aaron
He's not a
Gordon,
guard. He's a forward.
uh, Jamal Murray. I
Murray's too short.
think we talked about this, huh?
He's like 6'3". It could be Utah. I just don't know who's on Utah. Is it Talon Horton Tucker?
Wow.
Let's do it. I
Is
think
that
it's
where he
him.
is?
I think it's him. Yeah, yeah, because he got traded from the Lakers. He's young. He's like 24. He might be 25, but um, Horton Tucker. Yeah, right there. Talon Horton Tucker. Come on, baby. Give me the guess.
I
Another
totally,
banger.
I totally forgot about this guy. He was so good on the Lakers too.
Oh, so close. Number zero. Well, it's Northwest, so I
Number
mean,
0. That's
we're
tough.
already down to Northwest. Yeah, I had no idea what number he was. So it's not the Jazz, so it's OKC, Nuggets. Who else?
Portland, Minnesota. Denver,
Portland,
Minnesota, OKC, and Portland.
Minnesota. Who else is their guard?
Minnesota, eh? They have like this guy that comes off the bench. It's not Okogie. I think that guy's on the Suns, but he has like a similar name.
Oni. O and I.
Is that the guy?
I
Oni?
don't know. That guy used to play for like Yale or something. He was like a second round pick a couple years ago. I don't think that's him. Who did the Lakers trade? Who did they send there for Russell and Vanderbilt? Vanderbilt. They didn't send Russ there. Send him to the Jazz.
Was it a Jazz player that was sent to the
Was it a three-way deal though? I don't think it was.
Timberwolves?
Matt Ryan.
Plays for the no
Plays
one
for,
actually.
plays for the Timberwolves. He's hurt.
Matt Ryan.
He's an unrestricted free agent. I think
Jeez.
he's on the Timberwolves. Or was it the yeah, it has to be the Timberwolves, right?
Hey, you're just shouting out names now. I don't know.
He was in one of the
Peyton
playing
Manning,
games. That's why I was like,
Andrew Luck.
hey, watch, it's gonna be Matt Ryan. You're making fun of me right now.
Do you want me to put Matt Ryan in?
I don't. Well, who else are
This
you
is
guessing?
guess number
I'm the only
five,
person.
bro.
I'm the only person guessing right now.
Guess number. Well, I don't know anyone.
Oh, I'll be either. I'm guessing Matt Ryan. It's like, well, Peyton Manning. Well, I guess Matt Ryan. And watch it be right then. Do it. I mean, if you have anything else better, go ahead and let me know.
um, can't think of anyone else on the Timberwolves.
I'm saying it's Shea Gilgeous or Matt Ryan. Josh Giddey's too young.
How about
It's not Shea
oh,
Gilgeous
what's
who's
that
number
other guy?
two.
McLaughlin. That's another Timberwolves player,
No
right?
idea who that is. No idea.
He's a bald guy, or is that
Sure,
someone else?
you're the one bringing him up. I have no idea.
Are we going Matt Ryan?
I'm waiting for you to pitch in here.
I just pitched in
McLaughlin. Someone. I mean,
McLaughlin,
did you look it up and is that him?
McDaniels.
McDaniel, I think is probably too tall, right? I
Yeah.
think he's a forward. Times I'm ticking.
I think I got the player.
What is it?
His initials are nah.
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 Nick Anderson?
Nick Anderson.
Uh-uh.
Nick
That's
N A
Kyle
W.
Anderson.
NAW. I think it's that guy. Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Yeah, I bet you just pulled that one
Was
out,
he on
huh?
the trade for
He used to be on the Pelicans.
makes sense. How did they get him?
You're asking the wrong person. Like, I don't even know who this guy is.
All right, Matt Ryan or what?
Well, if you said Nikhil Alexander,
Well, I don't want to be awkward.
do it then. Do it. No, no. Let's go with
All right.
yours. Let's go with yours, and then after we'll go with the.
Oh,
Okay, so now we know it's not Minnesota.
wow.
Yeah, I'm sure you just pulled that one out of nowhere, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a higher number than 9. I mean, we his number
Wait,
size
we're
in
running out of
22.
teams here.
Yes, Nuggets, OKC, and Portland. You said, I think.
I mean, yeah. So it's yeah. Nuggets,
It
OKC,
has to be
Portland.
OKC. Who on Portland is 24?
The only guy I can think of is Simons, but he's too short.
Anthony Simons.
Yeah, he's not 6'5".
Maybe. No, no, maybe. I think he might be.
Is he
Oh, do it.
tall?
Hit it. Hit it. Just hit it. Just do
Simons?
it. Just do it. I trust you. Why did I trust you, bro? Why did I trust you?
So it's OKC.
What about the Nuggets?
I thought we had the Nuggets.
We didn't get some Nuggets yet.
My God,
This is not a TikTok. It was
dude,
too
this is
long.
this is guess 7, bro. What? We have to name a player from the Nuggets from the OKC. It can't be,
I can't believe you looked at the Minnesota roster. You still got it wrong.
dude. Look at all those greens, though. How is that not correct?
So you admit you cheated.
Yeah. No. Wait.
Okay. So it's Nuggets. Well, I would say Nuggets because it's playoffs. Um, OKC is the probably
Playoffs.
is it Lou Dort?
Lou Dort. What are you putting him in?
Let's do it, man. Why not? We have one more guess, right?
Oh my god.
Well, it's OKC. Um, Lakers are winning by 17, by the way.
Nice. It's a closeout game, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any way they're gonna lose that game. So it's OKC for sure.
I don't know anyone on OKC. I know Chet Holmgren,
Oh,
Giddy,
why should be
Jay
Giddy this whole
Gilgis.
time? I'm pretty sure Giddy's super young though. There's no way it's Giddy.
Yeah, I know it's not Giddy. And it's not Shell
Oh,
Gilgis.
okay, so somehow you just know all of a sudden.
Well, we've talked about it in previous guesses.
Sure, yeah.
Fine, fine. Go ahead. Look at the roster, bro.
That's a year. Well, who do you think it is since you looked at the roster?
Oh, I haven't looked at OKC's roster. I looked at the roster and got it wrong. Okay, so
Yeah, at Minnesota.
yeah. Who you got on OKC? I know you're looking right now.
Well, we have Isaiah Joe. He's too young though. Doesn't Andrew Wiggins have a brother on the team?
You're so dumb. You're so dumb. Aaron Wiggins?
Yeah, Aaron Wiggins. Wait, don't. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I knew he had a brother on the team. I told
You're
you.
so dumb. So,
What do you mean? Dude, I wasn't even looking.
doesn't it's like dead silent.
It was on
Doesn't
dead
Andrew
silent. We were
Wiggins have a
talking.
brother?
Dude, we were just spitballing, and I remembered
Yeah,
that
yeah,
that
yeah.
Wiggins isn't really a common name, and I was like, wait,
Yes,
Wiggins on
yes.
OKC. There was a Wiggins before.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Yeah, well, that was totally legit. Obviously,
Good job.
that was our first past six. Yes,
Honestly, if it's past six, then it's, we can't lose a streak.
I am ashamed.
I'm not.
I'm ashamed in Patrick. And looking at
I'm not
Minnesota,
ashamed. I'm fine, bro.
how did you not just throw Matt Ryan on there? Just like what a guess
Should have.
that would have been perfect. It would have been like the Terrence Ross.
But isn't he on the Timberwolves though?
Yeah, but if it was like all wrong, like his height, his age,
Yeah, I
would
probably
have been
should have
funny.
said.
All right, well, we'll be back right now. Talk about the draft. Get Patrick's thoughts on all of the first round picks that the 49ers had and second round picks the 49ers had, because I'm sure he knows those guys that they
Dude, the
picked in only
Niners
the
had
first
like
two rounds.
five second round picks.
Well, that just shows
Pretty
Patrick
crazy.
doesn't know because they only had third round picks. They didn't even have a second round pick. They had 3 second round picks.
I guess I misread the thing that I was gonna read, huh?
Ooh, did they
No.
make a trade?
Wait.
They didn't
Hold on.
have second round picks. They might have traded maybe into second round.
Hold on. Hold on.
We'll talk about where some quarterbacks landed. A surprising fall and a surprising landing spot for another one.
Oh yeah, they have third round picks.
Yeah, I don't know why you're questioning me again.
Sorry. All right. Quick
Yeah,
break.
welcome back.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the MPP. Oh wait, we already did that. That was a good one, huh? You guys thought
Good one, man.
good one, huh?
Good one.
Boom. All right, let's get into this NFL draft with the number one pick that I think me and Noah only got this one right. Bryce Young,
Yeah, I mean,
first
I think
overall.
Bryce Young was the easy choice. Um, the only question was his height, really, and his weight. Other than
Mhm.
that, I mean, he's been playing at that height and weight for however many years now. So then he's had a lot of success. So,
Yep.
um, hey, and if the Panthers want to be bad next year, that's fine with me. Bears have their pick next year. Um, so you have two potential top 10 picks. We'll
Yep.
see. I mean, hopefully the Bears do better, but that's CJ Stroud, second pick of the draft to the Texans, which there was a lot of questions as to if they were going to pick him or not.
Yeah.
But they decided, you know what? Let's go get CJ Stroud instead of Will Anderson at 2, and then might as well just trade up to number 3 and get Will Anderson Jr. too. So
Casual.
they just got they made probably the biggest move in the draft,
Yeah.
going from 12 to 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then I mean it was a good move. I mean he's probably the safest defensive pick. You know he's probably going to have a really good career.
Yep.
Um,
I got a lot of see a lot of people, doing their A to F gradings and what they think, but I think it was Todd McShay said that, or maybe it's another draft analyst, but they were saying that since the Texans aren't really a good team, do you really go out and get a QB and an edge, or do you just save the picks,
yeah, because they did
just
give up
wait?
a first and a couple seconds, I think. So
Yeah, so it's like you give up picks, but if you really like CJ Stroud and Will Anderson, then you got offensive player and defensive player. So
yeah, and I think D'Amico Ryan's probably really wanted Will Anderson Jr. and maybe everyone or a lot of other maybe the head like the offensive coordinator, the GM,
yeah,
or the owner even really wanted CJ Stroud. So they're like, you know what? Why not just get them both?
yeah,
And they
that's
and
of
they
both
did it.
words. Yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, I don't think there's a crazy defensive player coming out next year in the draft. I think this year was the year of the defense. Next year there's a few quarterbacks though, so we'll see what happens next year with those quarterbacks. Anthony Richardson, who had the best ever quarterback um, combine in history, number 4 to the Colts. And at one point, I think the like for betting odds, Will Levis was the favorite to go to the Colts. He was like minus 1100 or something
yeah,
to go to the Colts, and they closed it on that. And yeah, he didn't even go first round.
yeah. I think Will Levis. It was like plus 250. He wouldn't get picked in the top five, and he didn't go the first round. So,
He was even the second like highest betting vote for going number 2 and number 3, I think
mhm.
even.
Yep,
So it was crazy that he wasn't one of the QBs picked in the first, but Anthony
because he has a
Richardson,
he has a big
uh,
toe problem.
big toe, yep. Shout out to Levis and the big toe. Um, yeah, I mean, there and the cameras were just stuck on him the whole draft.
Hey, he was the
Uh,
last one in the draft room. So,
yeah, he he stuck it out. He didn't go today, second round, um, where he was picked by the Titans. But um, hey, he had some beautiful women around him. So shout out to him. You know, he's living life out there. He's just living life in the green room. Um, and but the Colts, good QB, probably gonna take a couple years for him to reach his full potential. But I mean, he's probably the highest potential QB in the draft. And then the Seahawks kind of did a interesting move here. I don't think many people saw him going with Devin Witherspoon,
mm-mm.
um, cornerback at Illinois. They were really they were really mocked to get Tyree Wilson or Jalen Carter. So that was
Yeah,
a big surprise to a lot of people.
yeah. Arizona, drafted Harris Johnson Jr.
See
tackle.
all the trades on that one on the right.
Yeah, kind of crazy. LA, Detroit, Arizona.
Yeah.
Um, Arizona getting a tackle for the future. They're thinking that Kyler Murray is their guy. They're going to stick with him, get him some coverage. The Raiders go with your boy Tyree Wilson.
Yeah, I didn't know he
Um,
had a foot injury, I guess. That's why he kind of slid down from 3 to 7.
mhm.
But the Raiders, if for some reason, like hopefully he works out for the Raiders. I don't have anything against Tyree Wilson, but
Yeah,
if somehow he doesn't work out, man, how many do the Raiders just miss on? Because like they knew going in he has a foot problem. Apparently, it's a pretty bad one, or it was like it healed weird or something like that. Um, and they still picked him 7, so they had a chance to get Jalen Carter here, and they decided to skip on him.
Falcons going with the best player in the draft when with their pick, Bijan Robinson, which is kind of interesting. You know, they had Cordell Patterson doing the running back duties. I guess he slides to the slot now.
And they just had
Um,
Algier or
Algier and
something.
Bijan in the backfield, which is pretty good. You know, gives Desmond Ritter uh, a good back to rely on. He doesn't have to make many throws, but
Yeah, man, that's a dangerous offensive team right there. They got Pitts,
Drake London.
Drake London, Patterson, and Bijan. So
Yeah.
pretty good
And they
offensive
just
weapons.
stacked their defense with all their signings and trades. So
We'll see if Desmond Ritter's the guy now. They have a great offensive line, at least
mhm.
for the run game for sure. But they even added another offensive lineman I think today. So hey, Ritter's living the life out there right now. Like he probably has the best life other than a 49ers QB. Um, maybe a Dallas QB.
True.
And then the
I'd say the Eagles. Eagles have a good line.
Eagles have a really good line also. So Jalen Hurts, Ritter, and 49ers, Cowboys probably best lines out there right now. Um, man, I was sitting watching this unfold in front of me, and I was watching Jalen Carter slowly slide to the Bears, and I was like, please. I really wanted a defensive player for the Bears. I was locked in on Jalen Carter. I was like, this is the guy. He's going to change the defense. You know that they added some good pieces to the offensive line already in free agency,
Yep.
and they traded out. And the Eagles picked Jalen Carter to reunite him with a bunch of Georgia Bulldogs. Um, which I like for Jalen Carter. I think it's a good fit for Jalen Carter. I don't know how he would have done with the Bears defense. Like he comes in as the guy, and now he doesn't have to go in as the guy on defense anymore,
Mm-hmm.
which could help him in his career. Um, but everyone hates that the Eagles got him. It
Yeah.
just makes that Eagles team's defense so much better than it already is.
Mm-hmm. So the
But
Bears do go with Darnell Wright.
and I'm completely fine with it. I've come to terms with this.
Come to terms,
Um,
yes, overnight.
they need a tackle. They need a left tackle, right tackle. He can play both. From what I've heard and like having like looking it up a bit, a lot of people have him as the best tackle in the draft. Um, so I hope he works out because Justin Fields does need it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean the Bears needed so much, I would have been fine with anything really. But I was just so set on Jalen Carter. I was like, this guy's the best player in the draft. They had the first pick. They trade down and they could still get the best player in the draft. You're kidding me, right? And they just did.
Yep.
But
Still
hey,
gonna do it.
I love the pick.
Hey man, at least you didn't get T-Rex arms, huh?
I was so happy when they didn't pick Skoronski. I was like, please just don't pick Skoronski. I was hoping to be Paris Johnson Jr., but that's fine. I'm fine with Darnell, right?
Yeah,
He seems like a good bear player. He
I
has
think
the personality for it.
next notable is probably the Lions going with the running back here. I didn't even know who this guy
Huge
was.
surprise, huge surprise.
So look at the trades on the right there to see how Detroit got
Yeah,
this. But it looks like they're getting trade talks with for DeAndre Swift. Should be very interesting. So it'd be Jameer Gibbs. Right now it's Jameer Gibbs, Swift, and David Montgomery, which I don't
yeah,
know
former
why
bear.
you draft a running back there. So
Or just wide sign David Montgomery. Like it just doesn't make sense to
yeah.
me. But last year they tried to run like a three back said also. They just didn't have a really good third running back. So
Mhm.
maybe they're going to stick with all three of them again and try Gibbs and Swift together on passing routes, maybe. Montgomery has a power back, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Green Bay still doesn't draft a wide receiver.
Yeah, a lot of Packers hate this pick. I think he's also kind of a reach. He only played like half of a year in college. Uh, so that'll be they could have had a pick of the wide receivers. A single wide receiver had not been picked yet. So
Hmm.
uh,
Our boy
Christian
Christian
Gonzalez
Gonzalez going to the
flipped.
Patriots.
Yeah, but I think Patriots got a steal there.
Jackson Smith, Njigba,
Yeah, Seattle had a good draft, I think.
first wide receiver to come off the board. Then you get a whole bunch of wide receivers.
Yeah, back to back,
Going.
four of them.
Yeah.
Jordan Addison. Um, I don't know about that guy. He's the Bryce Young of the wide receivers. He is tiny. He's like 160
Uh,
pounds.
yeah. I think this guy's pretty fast, I guess.
Yeah, he's
For the
tall.
deep ball, Zay
I'm surprised they
Flowers is
didn't go
kind of
tight end
overall.
there.
Yeah,
They have like seven wide receivers already.
it happens.
Chargers, man.
And also notable that the Buffalo traded up to get a tight end.
Yeah, they hopped Cowboys, and the Cowboys were supposed to pick a tight end. I think they ended up picking one in the third round, not the second round,
Hmm.
because they lost what's his name Schultz,
Yeah,
and then
Knox,
Nolan Smith to the
right? Oh
Eagles.
no,
He
yeah,
was
Schultz. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah Schultz, Dalton Schultz. But Nolan Smith to the Eagles, big surprise. He was predicted like top 15. And then, of course, he drops to 30 to the Eagles. Who else? And then the Eagles have, I think, four guys or five guys from the Georgia 2021 team defense, which
Jeez.
can be said to be one of the best defenses ever in college football, according to these guys. I wouldn't know that.
According to the analysts,
Yeah,
the
all
people who get
the
paid to
football guys.
all the football guys. So the only thing notable in the round two is that Will Levis finally gets picked by the Titans.
Yeah.
So
Bears picked up a defensive tackle and a corner. Um,
your
I like the
boy
two
Brian
picks.
Branch.
Brian Branch fell big time to the Lions, I think.
Yeah. So
Or actually Luke Schoonmaker right there.
wow, what a name. Juice Scruggs.
Great name. Too bad he plays center. Sounds like a linebacker. That'd be a great linebacker or defensive end name.
Yeah. Osiris Torrance.
Yeah, he fell a lot in the draft also. He was supposed
Luke
to be a high card pick.
Schoonmaker.
Yeah, he's second or third tight end picked to Dallas.
Where are we at? Let's see.
Start of the fourth round tomorrow. Um, Here I think is where this draft was considered not a very good draft after like the first 20 picks or something like that, or 25 picks.
Hendon Hooker went to the Lions.
Yeah, Hendon Hooker fell to third, but the Lions are a good team because he has time to heal from his ACL, and then what's his name? Probably not going to resign him. Jared
Mm-hmm.
Goff. Josh Downs fell to the Colts. Colts got a good wide receiver there. He was projected second round, I think.
People are saying this is a bad pick right here. DJ Johnson. That was a stretch.
Hey, well, shout out to the
Wow.
Panthers. Hey, make your team bad, man.
Yaya Diaby.
Yeah. Spears, the running back ahead of him to the
Yeah.
Titans. What a name, man. I don't
People
think
said
there's
that was a
anyone.
reach for the Niners. Jair Brown.
Maybe they traded up
Safety.
from him too.
Yeah. Tank Bigsby.
That's a great name.
For a running back,
Yeah, no, that's an amazing name for a running back. Tank Bigsby.
Kobe
And Tank
Turner.
Bigsby runs it in for the touchdown. They also have big linebackers draft. Darnell Washington fell to the Steelers. He was predicted like second round pick, first round pick. Yeah, and then the 49ers got a kicker, first kicker off the board to replace Robbie Gould in the third
Nick Moody.
round.
Where did I know that name from?
Moses Moody from the
Oh, Michigan. That's what it is. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I pushed. Oh, wow. Look at this.
Look at that grade out of what 10?
Maybe.
Wait, it's a candidate for practice. Look at that bottom of roster at practice squad, third round pick right there.
Doesn't have a booming leg.
That is a third round pick.
Made just 66% of kicks from 40 plus yards. Yikes. Has a tendency to pull kicks occasionally from the right hash.
What's his strength though, bro? You just look at his weaknesses.
Went 8 for 8 on field goals and tight
He's
wins.
clutch.
Consistent kickoff hang time. Knocked
Nice.
down a 59-yard field goal, but doesn't have a booming leg.
Well, that's the only one he's made. So. It looks like
Look
he
at the
misses
highlights right there. Look, there's the kick right there.
I mean, it looks like he misses a lot, so. But obviously, it has to be good enough to
6.7
get
out of
picked.
6.9. Nice.
I don't think that's out of 6.9. I think that's 6.7 to 6.9. Oh, wait, so he was a 5. This is the grades. He was a 5. Really here. Priority undrafted free agent. Or wait, was he? Oh no, right here. It said there. It says what he was a top candidate for bottom of roster or practice squad.
Yeah, right here.
Eight is the perfect prospect. Wait, go back. I want to see, or does it only show who's drafted? Does it show who's on the board?
Where?
I want to see a guy I want the Bears to pick first pick tomorrow.
Draft tracker.
Whichever one you're on right before this, before you clicked on this guy. Just go back one, yeah. Can you look at a prospect? Oh, can you do non-picked? Undrafted. There you go. Okay. He has a crazy name. He's a D end. He should be like the only right there. Oh wait, no, that's not him. That's him. Yeah.
Damn.
Never mind. Forget it.
No. We got it. What's his last name?
I don't know how to say it. You'll know when you see him. He's a defensive end.
Henry Tutu?
No, it's a linebacker. It's a defensive end. Can you just look up defensive end? Things. Position is up there. Done defensive end. DE. 2 above that. Damn. Maybe he is an edge then. But it says defensive end on he wasn't picked though. I don't know. Forget it. He's not there. I don't see him. He's like the next best player off the board. Whatever. I don't know where he's at. Well, I guess I could have put college, Northwestern, but whatever. Next up, I mean, we're talking about the Lions right now and their interesting picks in the draft. And a linebacker, running back. They had some trouble in the this offseason with one of their star picks last year, Jamison Williams. They had 4 players suspended next year for betting on games. So, yeah, there he is. 6.12. Okay, good bet. Okay.
Good backup with potential to develop into starter.
That's what I want them to pick next because they don't have a defensive end that they pick yet.
Oh, Jesus. It's a lot of weaknesses.
He had a lot of strength too, you know? I feel like there's going to be a lot more strengths to weaknesses compared to a kicker.
Too many missed tackles. Tight hips restrict ability to slide wide and improve pass rush angles. Wow. That's very technical.
Tight hips, huh?
What's loose hips?
Offensive tackles with length. Oh, he's going to destroy Skoronski. T-Rex arms.
That's good. I found him.
We'll see. Yeah.
But yeah, go for the Lions.
Yeah, the Lions.
They're in trouble
For gambling. Barry Hill. That's his last name. And Jamison Williams, both suspended 6 games for betting on games. I think it was where they bet from. I think they bet like on site of their practice field or something like
Love that.
stadium, where they're not. That's against the NFL rules, and they didn't bet on football. The other two, Cephas and Moore, were both suspended for a year because they bet on NFL games, and they were also cut by the Lions after that. So I'm guessing their careers are probably over. And the Commanders also had a player, Tony, suspended 1 year for betting on NFL games. Pretty
Nice.
crazy stuff right there. Like if
Yeah.
you're betting on NFL games, like Calvin Ridley bet on NFL games, but he was not playing. He was hurt for like 6 months. He had a broken foot or
Yeah.
something. Um, and I think he was betting like he didn't bet on any Falcons games, which I think is like I don't know if that matters or not. Or he only bet on Falcons to win or something. I don't know, or something like that. But he's back. Um, but yeah, tough for Jamison Williams, who's going to be my fantasy guy,
Yeah.
my
That's tough.
sleeper.
Hey man,
Uh,
we'll see you in week 6.
yeah, he'll be a draft and stash last pick. Throw him on the
Oh.
IL, injured, like a
Yeah.
little extra spot.
Yeah. Nice.
Um, but yeah, tough look for the NFL. I mean, they're good job. They're like tracking them down, suspending them. Making sure that there's no questions being asked about legitimacy of the NFL.
Yeah.
Um,
First name of that Tony guy from the Commanders. Shaka.
Shaka Tony.
Shaka Tony.
Lamar resigned with the Ravens for a 5-year, $260 million contract. Highest paid quarterback in the NFL now.
Good for him.
Just had to wait for someone to get paid a ridiculous amount of money. Jalen Hurts got paid like 250 mil, I think.
Yep.
So got to get paid more. We'll probably see Joe Burrow get paid more,
Mm-hmm.
um, like within the coming months. But Lamar Jackson did without an agent, and I think agents usually take between like 1 to 5% probably. So he saved like potentially $10 to $15 million paying an agent,
Nice.
which is
Good for
nice.
him.
Throw that to the side for a rainy day or something.
Yeah.
But
Agents get
yeah,
the big bucks, huh?
Ravens don't have to worry about yeah, they really do, huh? Ravens don't have to worry about another QB now, so they got their star back.
Nice.
So hopefully he can
Hey
stay healthy.
Rodgers, discount double check.
Aaron Rodgers is not giving a discount to the Jets, that's for sure. He's owed like what $60 million in the next couple years,
Something crazy.
maybe even more, like 80.
I saw a
Um,
104 million number. I don't know what that was
I
total
think something like it gets deferred to next year, so the Jets are only paying him like $1 million this year, but then they have the whole hundred
contract.
something next year, which
Jesus.
they're going to extend most likely or restructure somehow. You know how they do, whatever. Like
Yeah,
they work that cap magic over there. Like
Yeah.
every team somehow has
Someone's
cap
typing on
space.
the computer.
Yeah, they're deleting zeros, all that stuff. Uh, we have Aaron Rodgers to the Jets official the other day, like 2 days ago. Right before the draft, the Jets traded Rodgers, the number 15 pick, and a fifth rounder. Or that's what they got, sorry, from the Packers. And the Packers got the number 13, so they just swapped 13, 15. And then they got 2 second rounders and a sixth. One of the second rounders this year, and also a second rounder next year that can turn into a first round pick if Rodgers plays 65% of the snaps, which he probably will. So they pretty much gave 2 first round picks back to back years for Rodgers. But if he works out, it'll only be like a 30 something pick, late 20s maybe.
Yep.
Um, but man, he plays 65%. They do bad. That's and then he doesn't come back because he retires.
Yeah.
Ooh, he can
Oof.
still retire.
Oof.
Ooh,
Oof.
ooh, ooh. There's a
Well,
lot of stuff.
with the little time we have left here, are you picking Aaron Rodgers for fantasy football this year?
No, I'm never picking Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I hate that guy.
Well, if you didn't hate the guy, would you
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna pick the Jets defense. Or that's what I'm gonna go for. I like the Jets defense.
we should do a mock
I
draft
don't know. I
fantasy
really
football this year.
We have to figure out who's picking where and then do a mock draft. Like what? What do you or what
Or
do you
just
mean
do
do a
like a
mock draft?
random number. Just let the computer give us a number, and then we'll do a mock draft and see what grade we get. That was always
Sure.
fun.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't know. It'll be really different. I mean, if anyone from our fantasy football team is listening right now, turn it off because I'm gonna say my strategy. I'm just kidding. I don't care. I'm going all wideouts this year. Last year was
Yeah.
running backs. No,
No,
no, it
Najee
didn't even
Harris didn't work
matter.
out or
Like
what?
Harris didn't work out. What's his name?
first first
Who got
round pick.
who got first?
What
Who
pick
got
you
picked
had?
first
5.
overall? No, it was like 6 or 7. But I could have just got Cooper Cup or something.
Well, he got injured, so
Yeah, but he was good for the first
you could have got Justin Jefferson, bro.
Justin Jefferson. But like what? Who was the first pick? What's his name from the Colts?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor didn't do anything. He was the first pick. Um,
Yeah,
Austin Eckler had a good second half. He started off really slow.
Josh
Um,
Jacobs had a good second half too.
but like there's a lot of like Brees Hall was not a first round pick. Like you have to go for those guys that
Yeah,
are like third rounders or fourth rounders, running backs. A lot more split running backfields. So it's harder for, like main guys to take off. There's only
yeah.
some running backfields that are like
Derrick Henry,
Henry and
Caffrey.
Jonathan, McCaffrey. Even McCaffrey, like
He was still splitting reps
it's
down the
still
line. I
kind
don't
of
know.
split. Yeah, and I mean with the healthy backfield in San Francisco, he'll probably get splits with Debo and whoever else, whatever his name is.
Mitchell, Elijah.
Mitchell, yeah, Mitchell. Um, Baltimore, the split backfields. Like I don't know. It's just you just have to find something. I don't know. I
Yeah,
really
you gotta
don't know
just
who I would want for running back.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's way more wide receivers than running backs, which is kind of crazy how it just flipped. Like
Yeah,
I think last
it's a
year was maybe
way.
the first year, second year, maybe a year before that.
Yeah, I think like the past like the lot like 2 years ago, it was really run heavy or like running backs were used a lot,
Yeah,
and then people picked running backs again, and they did it again, and it just didn't work out that last year. So,
yeah.
um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I want Justin Fields, but I don't know where to get him.
I
It's
think
gonna be interesting.
I think you could get him late. I think.
I don't know, man. Lamar,
Well,
Justin,
Mahomes is gonna go
and Mahomes.
first,
I think those three are going to be
and
huge off
then
the board.
next probably Herbert, Burrow. I'm trying to think who else would be
Lamar Jackson,
Lamar. Yeah,
Jalen Hurts
Jalen Hurts,
is going to be a big one.
Josh Allen. Dude,
Josh Allen,
totally
of
forgot
course,
about that guy.
especially running the ball. I mean,
Yeah,
I think it's going to be Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Justin Fields, and maybe Burrow because I mean, Burrow doesn't run as much, but those other three run so much
yeah.
that like they run for touchdowns, pass for touchdowns, passing yards, rushing yards.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
Fantasy drafts are just interesting.
everything's changing, man.
Yeah,
Everything's changing. You gotta figure it out.
yeah.
I need to change my name too. I can't be Andy Dalton anymore. I need to find a new bad player to idol.
New fan club, yeah.
Who's really bad? Like I need a and
um,
maybe like a Kirk Cousins.
Davis Mills, David Mills.
Nah, he's out though. He's done. Like I can't. He's out. Like
Kirk Cousins,
Sam
yeah.
Darnold, maybe
I mean, he's not
someone
playing.
who's like is a backup but also like starts sometimes.
Uh, Jameis Winston.
Ooh, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Let us know. Go like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube.
Who would be your
Go.
first pick in your fantasy draft right now?
Yep.